my lovely dear Taurus. This is your horoscope for April 2024. And my dears, this April, I love the beginning of April, even though we will started with Mercury retrograde. I told all the information in detail in separate video about Mercury retrograde. If you're interested, please go find it on my channel. You can listen to it. So even though we have Mercury retrograde, which means we should not start anything new, we should try not to sign important papers, do plastic surgeries, buy a car, buy a house, because Mercury is the planet of communication and planet of signing contracts. We need it to be sharp for us to do things, those things that are matter in our everyday life, so that we make sure that everything is set in stone, nothing will change, nobody change their mind, or nothing go wrong. Nothing will go wrong. So, but when Mercury retrograde, all these things happen, so better not to start anything. Well, anyhow, as I said, beginning of the month I love a lot, and we also have solar eclipse and the rare conjunction that I've been waiting for, and I will tell you all about it in short. But let's start with, that rare conjunction will change our lives, by the way. It will make our life, it will bring different color into our life. I can't wait to see what it will bring to you guys, my dear Taurus. Now, April starts with Mercury retrograde, as I said, on 2nd of April, Central European time. And for someone, it will be 1st of April, and someone will be 2nd of April. Depends which time zone you're in. And for you guys, Mercury will retrograde in your private house, 12th house. It's the very good house, actually, to host Mercury retrograde. Your mind will be somehow on the past, kind of introspective period for you. And in general, April is this kind of month when better not to make any decisions because of Mercury retrograde and also eclipse, which is happening on 8th of April, second pair of the eclipse that happened on 25th of March. Now, second one is coming up. We are still in this tunnel between these two eclipses, and it's very important not to make any decisions. This April is more like of, you may plan, you may revise, you may redo, remake, redraw, I don't know, rebuild, but like redesign, but not make anything new. This kind of month is more of a, preparation month, because May will be much more great month, and in May you can do whatever your mind is on in April. But April, give yourself a break, really go with the flow, and do not start anything new. Now, second, it will retrograde in your 12th house, something with your past, something with your secrets also. And also your subconscious mind, or even astrology. You might be going back to astrology or spirituality practices and, reading some things about it, studying. And if you would like to really know more about Mercury retrograde in detail, really go check it out, my video on Mercury retrograde on my channel. Now, 5th of April, your ruler, planet of beauty and love, and also money, Venus, will move into that same private house, the same place as Mercury is retrograding. And your 12th house is happen to be the Venus's house of detriment. Now, what does that mean? It means, Venus in some kind of signs, in any planet, actually, in particular signs, like they don't feel themselves, let's say, well, they express themselves very slow, they are less giving their best qualities, and Venus happens to be in that sign exactly, meaning in her sign of detriment, and that is your 12th house. And here is extra important. Try not to have any plastic surgeries or to buy any luxury trips, somewhere remote, especially to islands or somewhere near water, because you might be disappointed or something go wrong, or you might change your mind. And Venus will be transiting whole month, actually, where I said it is in detriment, meaning operating less efficient and half power, like, I don't know, Sleeping Beauty. Such a interesting analogy. Anyhow, I hope you got me. Really, better stay away from plastic surgeries for now. Give it a try in May during your birthday, my dear Taurus. Also, in general, first week of April, we might feel a lot of compassion, a lot of love. You know, we all might be feeling like we want to share this love with everyone and help everyone. This kind of a compassionate kind of start for April. And 8th of April, let's talk about solar eclipse. Solar eclipse, you know, new moon solar eclipse. And new moons, they are all new beginnings, all about new things. And solar eclipse, they're like just imagine new moon, but 10 times stronger. That's how solar eclipse is. It will happen in your same private house, in the house behind the doors, you know, in your 12th house. And this solar eclipse will have powerfully positive effects. We have actually rare eclipses that are positive, and this one is really amazing one, my dear Taurus. I will make a separate video on this solar eclipse to go in more detail, but for you guys, I will now list few things that might happen, but not all things will happen, so just so you remember. And why? Because we are all different, like Tauruses. Because we don't consist of one sign, we consist of 3 signs. Our sun sign, rising sign, and moon sign. So make sure to check it up, all 3 signs of yours, to get a complete picture of the month. If you don't know, you can you can draw your natal chart, and there you go. Now, so that you remember, you know, how eclipses operate. Only few of us will get eclipse message exactly on 8th of April when it appears. But most of us usually will be getting the message of eclipses 1 month prior, like during this 1 month when this eclipse will be building up, you know, and after when it appears another 1 month. So during this period, eclipse will be coloring all your life, bringing all the messages, and you know, your job is to make it, you know, give it a space and let the dust to settle, so you can actually decide what to do with the message of eclipse. And be sure that eclipses will deliver messages. Eclipses are that strong. They are like universe tools that make you know, corrections to our destiny. And eclipses happen because of the destiny nodes, north node and south node. Okay, now some of you guys, some of you Taurus might be, you know, reconnecting to your friend from childhood or from your past, since this eclipse is happening in your house of past. Maybe your schoolmate, or maybe your best friend, or schoolmate best friend. This kind of person might, you know, re-enter your life, and you might connect again because of this eclipse. This eclipse might bring this kind of person into your life. And for some of you guys, it will be about health, your health state, well-being, you know, that will get actually recovered and feeling more at home, let's say, more ease. Because 12th house is also house of, you know, surgeries and health. And this eclipse being highly positive, it will bring positive results to your health. If you had some issues, for some Tauruses, you know, and eclipses are kind of a life-changing events. So it's not just kind of events, but the events that we usually remember for long. For some of you guys, it might be about traveling around this date, and, you know, traveling to very far places, somewhere where you wished long ago to go, to travel. Somewhere, like, it seems like your wish is coming true, you know, if you're gonna travel to that place. Or for some of you might be travel back home. If you from a different place, this time you will go back home to visit maybe your parents, to visit the place where you're born, or the place where you know well, the place that you know very well. And for some of you, it might be you are starting your journey of, let's say, psychological therapies or even spiritual therapies. I don't know, like astrology or meditation kind of a journey. This kind of a journey might bring actually into your life. And solar eclipses have, they do have the power to bring this kind of things into your life. If you set your mind on that, I wish you the best of luck. It means universe is trying to tell you something, my dear Taurus. And that journey will bring healing as destined, because around this eclipse, all other planets will be gathering up like at some kind of a party, heavenly party. And it's really like a party. Looking at the chart, it seems like planets will be having their own fun. And for the surprise, nobody will be arguing, not even a single planet. Everyone will be in such a sync that the universe is just giving us a surprise eclipse. I might be traveling to these kind of power places. Maybe some of you guys will travel to like sacred places or religious places that you have in mind, you name it. Or for some of you, your long held wish might come true. Not necessarily related to travel, but some other wish that you've been long, wishing for. And that wish even might be that you forgot about this wish. And now it's coming into your life and you're remembering that you had this kind of wish previously. And for some of you, if you've been trying to lose weight, then this is your eclipse, my dear Taurus. And some of you might start actually working during kind of a night, because 12th house is also a house of, let's say kind of a night shift. Maybe it's a work during night, like, shift work, or it might be also a remote work, because 12th house is a private house, behind the doors house. It's like sitting at home and working, something like this. You might start with this solar eclipse. Maybe you've been working in the big company and now you're moving to remote. Maybe this can happen. Or if you've had normal schedules and now your company announces they're moving you to the night schedule. This kind of thing might happen too. On 19th of April, Sun, giver of life, will move into your sign. Happy birthday, my dear Taurus, my lovely Tauruses. This is Sun will move into your first house, brightening your life up, and make sure to celebrate your birthday, because you will have something important to celebrate this month, my dear Taurus. Let me tell you more about it in a second. Because of 21st of April, that day is an amazing one. Two amazing benefic planets, they will be joining forces. This is the rare aspect that I was telling you in the beginning of this video. And Jupiter, planet of luck, Uranus, planet of surprise. Now these two will be meeting up exactly on 21st of April in your sign, in your first house. That is such a gift from universe for your birthday, my dear Taurus. Really, I can't even find words to describe. Please do let me know what they are making, brought into your life. I'm so thrilled for you, like so much. Really happy. My mom is Taurus, and I can't wait what's gonna change in her life, And this aspect, these two planets, we've been feeling this aspect. It's kind of like a bit of a long game aspect, because we've been feeling this since second half of March, whole April we will be, and also whole May even. But they will really handshake, meaning they will come and they will meet at the same degree in the same sign exactly on 21st of April. And let me tell you, most of astrologers are waiting their conjunction. It is very rare conjunction, because why? Because they take 14 years to meet each other. That's how long they take to meet each other. And let me tell you, they meet all the time in a different sign. This is very huge. And um, to meet in the same sign, in this case, in your case, in Taurus, it will take even longer. Last time they met in Taurus was 1941. It's like no one was alive that back then who are alive now, from those who were now living. And no one will be alive next time when this will happen. These two will meet in your sign. So use this aspect. And next time they will meet, it will happen in 2037, but in a different sign. So this is how it's rare, my dear Taurus. And now this is really huge. These two planets are meeting in your sign. Amazing. I'm so happy for you. Please do let me know what was that and what these two benefic planets are bringing into your life. I will give you a few examples what might happen. Not all the things will happen for sure, but so that really, you're so lucky, my dear Taurus. Something important for you, like your plan, what you want in life, actually is coming big this month. You might call this month by far the most favored of all, favored of this year. You might really call this way. You might get popular during their meetup, because Uranus is the planet of, and Uranus and Jupiter, they are both planet of expansion. Whatever they touch, they expand. They make it bigger, make it huge. And Uranus being a planet of surprise, you might get popular all of a sudden. You might wake up popular. You might receive an award, some of you guys. That will be shocking news, actually. Some kind of a title or achievement at work could be. Even maybe a chair of CEO. This really might happen because of these two are meeting in your first house, my dear Taurus. And the most affected will be those who has exactly birthdays on 21st of April, plus or minus 5 days. But of course, we're going to feel this aspect, because this is like a little bit of a long-term aspect. You might all of a sudden change something in your appearance, my dear Taurus. Most of you guys will decide to change something, like in your look. You find out that let's say, some of you might find out that you're pregnant, becoming a father, because that's how, even like this, gives a different look to a person, these things. So please do let me know what was it. I'm so thrilled for you guys. And okay, next, the 24th of April, we have full moon. And full moons are all about endings. Or they also show something very brightly in our life, what's going on. Some part of our life that we need to pay attention. And 24th of April, most of us like this full moon, because that full moon will, receive harsh angle from Pluto, planet of transformation, that will happen to be in your house of career. And this full moon is happening in your house of marriage, house of contractual agreements or business partnerships. And there might be some status of your relationship is finishing, kind of status change in your relationship, coming to an end, or being, let's say, replaced. Like you were, let's say, dating and now moving in, or like getting married, like you are kind of changing the status of this relationship, either upwards, either backwards. It might happen too, but also could indicate breakups, as I say, and even divorce for those who are married, for those who are long-term partners. This full moon has the power, to open your eyes, kind of what kind of partner you have, and like, are you really in for a long with this partner? Some sort of this kind of things might happen for some of you guys. Same with business partners. If it's not about your relationship or marriage, and you are in a stable, sweet marriage and a long-term relationship, then it might be about your business partner. Might be deciding to end the partnership. either you or your partner. Those who work in corporations, who doesn't have, let's say, businesses or like this 9 to 5 jobs, let's say, this might be also some change coming up there. Just remember, my dear Taurus, that one door closes and another opens. And for another to open, you need to close that door, the one that is behind. But let me tell you, you will have great support from friends at this time, around this full moon, from friends and family. So, whatever happens, you will have support in those people surrounding you. And anyhow, it seems like you won't be sad for long because your ruler, Venus, planet of love and money and beauty, coming right on time to support you. It will come on 29th of April to visit your sign, meaning coming home. Venus is coming home because it rules Taurus in your first house. Right on time, let me tell you, for your birthday to shine bright as a star. Because when Venus is in our sign, we all feel amazing. We feel that we are, everyone loves us. Everyone is attracted to us. We feel like we are superstars. We feel like that all the attention is on us. And we have the power to convince anyone to do anything during, when Venus is in our first house. This is amazing time. And this will be the right time to do all those, appearance change, look change or plastic surgeries in April, right for your birthday. And whole May, not April, sorry, May. And whole May, it will stay in your sign, my dear Taurus, meaning Venus will be enjoying being home, moving full force, showering you with that love me glitter. And lastly, Mars, planet of action, planet of movement, our motivation, our energy, on 30th of April will make a move into your 12th house, making you to want some sort of retreat, some sort of recharge, and maybe an holiday, preferably near water or to an island. And that's what you're gonna do for your birthday, it seems like, my dear Taurus. Also could indicate Mars here in 12th house could indicate catching cold. So take good care during that trip, and maybe even seasonal flu shots. And also in general, take extra care during travels because Mars in the 12th house could indicate some surgeries. It might be for some Tauruses, might be about surgeries. Watch your health and make sure to have enough sleep and rest. Also, some of you guys who are not traveling to fancy places like islands and all this stuff might travel back home or a place that you know very well, that you well know. And that will be your birthday time. Maybe you want to spend your birthday, you might want to spend your birthday with your family and where you're born, let's say. Now, this was your horoscope for April, my dear Taurus. Please make sure to leave comments on what is going on. It's always interesting for me. And subscribe and like if you find my videos helpful and you open for yourself something new. Bye-bye.